Well, there's still a mystery behind what led up to the deadly and destructive Black Forest wildfire that happened 10 years ago already. It's the 10th anniversary. 2 people died, hundreds of homes burned up, more than 14,000 acres charred.
A dark chapter in our area's history for sure. An official cause of the fire was never determined. But KRDO News Channel 13 Spencer Soisher spoke with a former investigator with the El Paso County Sheriff's Office who says they know exactly how it happened.
As the smoke blew,
the direction of the wind and with the forecast in the area, that's why they're making this decision.
And the flames spread. So too did the questions.
I don't have anything new to share as far as the investigation. We're pretty narrowly focused on one spot as far as the point of origin.
How did the Black Forest fire start?
It was definitely human caused.
Mark Poff thinks he knows exactly where and how the Black Forest fire started.
And he lawyered up immediately.
In June of 2013, Poff was an investigator on the Black Forest fire with the El Paso County Sheriff's Office. He's not with the department anymore, so now he's sharing what he knows about the case.
This case hasn't changed in the last 10 years. We knew within a month of the fire.
The trees in Black Forest still tell a story. Hundreds of charred trunks and branches stand here today. But a decade later, the El Paso County Sheriff's Office still won't discuss what led up to 511 homes burning down and 2 people dying in the Black Forest fire.
Could they solve this case now? Absolutely.
Poff says he's positive that the fire was human caused.
We looked the opposite direction of the wind that day. And we just started walking basically into the wind. And we ran across a house that was being remodeled.
Poff won't point out which home it is.
I won't for legal reasons, because if I mention any names, they could sue me for libel or slander.
The El Paso County Sheriff's Office has never publicly revealed anything about the home in question. But Poff says that back in 2013, investigators quickly noticed something off about one home in the area, which was being remodeled at the time.
One of the things that we found that was very interesting was the fact that there was no dumpster at that location. They were not using a dumpster. They were burning all of their old wood.
Poff adds that there were slash piles right behind that home too, and a fire from the home could reach the piles and easily add fuel. He believes the Black Forest fire started in the fireplace of that home and easily reached the piles of firewood.
We went up onto the roof and collected the spark arrestor. It had 2 flues, and only one flue actually had a spark arrestor that was not properly installed. The other one was completely open. And when we went inside and looked at the fireplace, which had brick all the way to the ceiling, you could see soot all the way to the ceiling, which suggests a very roaring fire in that fireplace.
How many possible people do you think there are that could have started this fire?
It would have been the owner of that property and whoever he hired to do the remodeling. Less than 6.
So we came to the El Paso County Sheriff's Office to ask what they believe happened and if they're still investigating the Black Forest fire. They repeatedly declined our multiple requests for interviews, but later said in a press release they don't know what the cause is. At Poff's suggestion, we submitted a public records request for time cards related to the fire investigation in the last 5 years. But the Sheriff's Office told us they don't track time cards by cases. Still, Poff is confident that his theory is right. Yet, even though it's a homicide investigation, deputies have never arrested anybody for the crime.
I don't believe in their investigation they could narrow it down to specifically tell who on that day and at that time had a fire going in that fireplace.
The former investigator says he's not jeopardizing the Sheriff's Office case by talking, adding that after 10 years, it's time the people of Black Forest know the truth.
I'm not jeopardizing anything, because the bottom line is they're not doing anything.
Reporting in Black Forest, Spencer Soisher, KRDO News Channel 13.